Since being drafted by the Golden State Warriors in 2009, Stephen Curry's career has ascended, landing him on a platform of a living legend. As one of NBA's prolific scorers, Curry has torched opposing defenses and helped lead his team to 3 NBA championships. It's said that nothing can stop him, but there's a variable that has been overlooked. At his home front, his parents' divorce might surely affect his performance on the court. Here's all the details. A reminder of the awesomeness of Steph Curry. Curry definitely came from good stock and has been on a boiling hot streak since he was a kid. Steph is the first child of Dell Curry, who also played in the NBA from 1986 to 2002, when he retired as a Charlotte Hornet. With the Hornets, Dell Curry was an all-time leader in points with 9,839 and 929 points worth of three-pointers. Stephen Curry's younger brother is Seth Curry, and the basketball gene is fierce in his DNA as well, as he plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Their family is truly an NBA dynasty. Since an early age, Steph Curry emulated his father with those amazing shooting skills. In his college days, Steph Curry set the NCAA record for the most three-pointers made in a season during his second year in college. Nowadays, renowned for his shooting skills, he holds the NBA record for most three-pointers made in a regular season, which is actually a record that he broke twice. He and his teammate Klay Thompson are known by the nickname Splash Brothers for their record-breaking combined three-pointers in a season. With his sharpshooter skills, he's considered one of the best three-point shooters in NBA history. These feats, along with his boyish charm and looks, has earned him the nickname the Babyface Assassin, as he has won the NBA Most Valuable Player award twice in a row, including one unanimous win, which was a first in NBA history. Then, he led the Warriors to their first championship in 4 decades and also helped his team break the record for the most wins in an NBA season. He earned the Southern Conference Player of the Year title twice by setting an all-time scoring record for both Davidson and the Southern Conference. Just back in 2021, Curry's streak rematerialized even after returning from a tailbone injury. Upon his recovery, he helped the Warriors more firmly seat themselves in position for the Western Conference's play-in round after several listless performances from Golden State without their star point guard. Steph Curry has been on a tear. NBA experts were quoted saying Curry is arguably on one of the hottest streaks any player has ever been on. If Curry keeps his current scoring average, he could surpass Wizards guard Bradley Beal for the NBA scoring title. He's currently just 0.3 points behind Beal's 31 points per game average. Curry could also threaten teammate Klay Thompson's NBA record of 14 made three-pointers in a single game. After a win over the Thunder, Curry was quoted saying, "It's arguably the best I felt physically and in rhythm shooting the ball, seeing the game." Coach Steve Kerr agreed, saying the 2-time MVP is at the peak of his powers. He's functioning at a level that very few human beings have ever functioned at in their particular field. It's just beautiful to watch. A numerical perspective of that hot streak is as follows: 38.9 points per game, 55.4 field goal percentage, 49.1 three-point percentage, 91.2 free throw percentage, 75.1 true shooting percentage, gives weight to threes, twos, and FTs, 67 Warriors plus-minus with Curry on the floor, minus 58 Warriors plus-minus without Curry on the floor, 16.4 average points in third quarters, 90 points over first 3 quarters in last 2 games, 2 consecutive games with 10-plus three-pointers made. And finally, for number 1, Curry ranked in the top for Warriors scoring history, actually passing Wilt Chamberlain. He's more than on fire, but the question isn't who's going to stop him. It seems the question might be what's going to stop him. A new family dynamic. 6 months ago, Steph Curry's parents separated, and for the first time, the Warriors' prestigious point guard addressed the situation. The Ringer was able to get the exclusive interview where Curry expressed his uneasy feelings about his parents' divorce that came after 33 years of marriage. Although he is a fully grown adult male, the separation was challenging for him, and some people think it put a dent in his overall performance on the court. But it seems Steph Curry is beginning to come to terms with the reality, as he was quoted saying, "I could be mad and be like, y'all F this up. I could have had that approach," he said. but it's going to be an acknowledgement of both of y'all in terms of how y'all raised me. The calmness I have in myself is because of y'all." NBA fans know how much of a staple Sonya and Dell had been at their son's games. So when the news of his parents' breakup broke last August, it shocked fans and made his teammates worry about his mental state. Then, for the first time, fans noticed that the exes were in attendance, but were sitting separately at Madison Square Garden when Curry became the NBA's all-time leading three-point scorer. And even though there was a thunderous applaud when Steph Curry made his history by surpassing Ray Allen's three-point record, fans were filled with empathy as Curry approached his parents individually due to the new family dynamic. And when asked about it, Steph Curry said, "I had to make sure I was in that moment with both of them separately. And this wasn't just this whole kind of thing. That is how I choose to approach that. Because it is challenging." During the emotional scene, the father of three embraced his dad near Golden State's bench and gifted Dell the game ball after the Warriors beat the Knicks. After he greeted his father, he headed over to show love to his dear mother, where the two of them had an emotional celebration. Then, it was reported that later that night, the father-son duo partied all night in Manhattan, along with Curry's former Warriors teammate and current Nets guard, Kevin Durant. It was also confirmed that longtime friend and teammate, Andre Iguodala, who was also celebrating with them. But even through the adaptation of the new Curry family dynamics, and even before the divorce proceedings, Sonya and Dell made sure they showed their support for their offspring by splitting time to attend Steph games and traveling to watch his younger brother, Seth Curry. This probably wasn't an easy thing to do, as Steph is of course on the West Coast with the Golden State Warriors, and Seth is on the East Coast playing for the Brooklyn Nets, as he was traded from the Sixers in a blockbuster deal that swapped James Harden for Ben Simmons. Still, a very supportive family. Even though Dell and Sonya are able to juggle their time and show support for all their offspring, no one wants to see a happy home dispersed. Last August, TMZ reported that court records revealed that Sonya filed for divorce in June of 2021 in North Carolina. And apparently the cause of divorce was due to both parties accusing the other of extramarital romantic relations. However, TMZ was not able to verify if the divorce was completely settled and finalized. According to the family history, Sonya and Dell married in 1988, the same year Steph was born. Seth Curry was born 2 years later, and Dell, a former NBA Sixth Man of the Year in 1994, along with his lovely ex-wife Sonya, welcomed their daughter Dell Curry in 1994. Through all the trials and tribulations, the family still seems to be very supportive of each other. Dell Curry reflected on his son's accomplishments on a broadcast in Charlotte and showed off the signed game ball that his son had given him. During that boasting session, Dell Curry was quoted saying, "That's a proud papa right there. I know how hard he's worked, and I had no idea he'd make that many threes." Whether you are a fan of Steph Curry or not, there is no denying that Curry is a dominant force in the NBA. And that surely was only facilitated due to his strong family ties. Just at 34 years old, it is safe to say that Steph still has a few more years of being a force to be reckoned with. And that dominance on the court could actually last for another decade, as Steph Curry also has his own soldiers for motivation. With his wife, Ayesha Curry, they have a happy home with their 3 kids, Riley, Ryan, and Cannon, as Steph and Ayesha have welcomed 3 beautiful babies into the world and have raised them to be some of the most beloved kids in the NBA. From Riley taking over Steph's post-game press conferences to Cannon posing with the NBA championship trophy, the Curry kids are already beloved by fans. So, with these hurdles of joy in Steph Curry's life, he'll have ample motivation on the court despite his parents' decision to part ways.